Or still on the meeting? I think he. What number is that one?
Sorry, this is the interpreter speaking.
Hi, this is Judge.
My ID number is 40.
This is Judge Hazel. We're
Okay,
just waiting
sorry, go
for
ahead.
I don't know if you have visual. We're just waiting for the defendant to be brought to the chair.
No, this is audio only, I'm afraid.
That's fine. So we'll let you know when he sits down there.
Certainly, standing by.
Is private counsel still on the phone with this one?
Is this Ms. Velku, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here, Judge. I have sent the request that I have for this morning, unfortunately, to the county attorney instead of the attorney general. I just realized that Mr. Lester is also on our meeting. Michael, are you the attorney covering this?
I'm not covering Mrs. Velku. If you give me a second, I can probably get familiar with it, but I'm not familiar with it.
Then, and Judge, my apologies. I'm trying to find the correct prosecutor that's handling the case. Maribel, did you get my emails?
The thing is, I did receive your email. Bear with me. There's multiple defendants. Let me just double check I have the correct one.
Okay, and we're still waiting for the defendant to be brought into the room. Okay, good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Dorin Sabelku.
Okay, and we have the interpreter on the phone.
I'm here, yes?
Okay, the interpreter's still here
My
then.
name is Santiago. Correct.
Thank you. If you could provide simultaneous interpretation for me, please. So, counsel for the defendant, can you announce your presence, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is Efthymios Katsarelis. I have been retained by Ms. Velku's husband to represent her in her case.
Can the interpreter do the simultaneous interpretation, please? Is the interpreter still with us? Or do we lose the interpreter?
Just want to make sure that this is not Spanish, right, Your Honor?
No, it's Romanian.
Okay, just making sure.
Is the Romanian interpreter still with us? If you're muted, if you could unmute, please. We're trying to reconnect the interpreter. They were here a minute ago. The Romanian interpreter, that is.
And Judge, would you want to take another matter while I'm assuming he's trying to figure it out?
No, because she's the one sitting there. And they
Okay.
brought her down special, so we gotta,
Absolutely.
and so which prosecutor is on this case then?
And Judge, I familiarized myself with the case in the last 5 minutes. I can provide recommendations.
The clerk's attempting to reconnect the interpreter. They were on there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But I'm not proceeding without one, so we'll just have to wait. Okay,
Hello?
yes, hi. Do we have the Romanian interpreter now?
Yes, hi, this is Tatiana, the Romanian interpreter, 4000983, and I'm ready for instructions.
Okay, hi, this is Judge Hazel. We have the defendant in front of us in custody.
Would you like me to introduce us?
Yes, please introduce yourself.
Alo, bună, sunt traducător în limba română și vă traduc pentru dânsul, judecătorul Hazel.
Bună dimineața.
Okay,
Bună
ma'am.
dimineața, doamnă. Good morning.
Okay, ma'am, we have your attorney on as well as the prosecutor today. Attorney for the defendant, do you wish me to read the charges to her?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Deci este avocatul dumneavoastră, este avocatul apărării de asemenea și judecătorul a întrebat, vreți ca să citesc acuzațiile? Da.
Okay, ma'am, you're here today charged with several counts of retail theft.
Deci sunteți aici astăzi acuzată de câteva infracțiuni de furt de magazin.
You're charged with theft,
Sunteți acuzată de furt,
illegally conducting an enterprise,
ați făcut ilegal o anumită activitate
and conspiracy.
conspirare.
Does the prosecutor have a recommendation in this case? The record would indicate that the defendant has been transferred back to California and a $50,000 bond has been set out of Superior Court.
Yes, Judge, the state is recommending.
If the county attorney can let the interpreter catch up first, please.
Deci este, cum a spus, că dacă aveți dumneavoastră, îl întreabă pe avocat dacă are acum o recomandare, pentru că se vede aici la dosar că vi s-a făcut, cazul dumneavoastră a fost transferat la California pe un bond de $50,000.
Okay, the prosecutor can go ahead now.
Yes, Judge, the state is recommending a $50,000 bond in this instance. Judge, I'll note the charges here. This is not the case of someone simply committing low-level organized retail theft. The total value of what was taken was approximately $50,000. In addition, during the course of these events, an additional approximately $16,000 were prevented from being taken. This defendant, Judge, does not have ties to Arizona, and I'll also note has a pending matter out of California for similar conduct. Based on that totality, the state believes a substantial bond is.
Deci, am spus ăla, că are avocatul apărării acum, spune, dacă are vreo recomandare, a întrebat judecătorul. Și avocatul apărării a spus da, pentru că asta nu este un furt la nivel scăzut, organizat. Asta este, se vorbește aici de un furt mare, în valoare de $50,000 plus $16,000 care a fost prevenite de a se fura. Și de asemenea, dorește ca dumneavoastră să fiți chiar acum să recomandă acest bond ca să-l plătească, pentru că acum, în această instanță, de ce? Pentru că dumneavoastră nu aveți legături la Arizona ca să fie susținute și să acopere, că nu avem nicio legătură, cu alte cuvinte, cu Arizona.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor. The first thing I want. Thank you, Your Honor. The first thing I wanted to bring to the court's attention is that this case was dismissed on April 4th or 5th of last year.
Deci un lucru pe care vreau să spun, să atrag la atenție, că acest caz a fost renunțat, dismiss, pe 4 sau pe 5 aprilie anul trecut.
I have paperwork I provided to the Pima County attorney, but I can vouch to the court that I have the dismissal list.
I'm well aware of that. Go ahead, interpreter. I'm sorry.
No problem. Am aici toate hârtiile din aprilie anul trecut la Pima County, în care arată că acest caz a fost gata, anulat.
The reason why she went to California, Judge, was not to evade prosecution, but because she thought the case was dismissed, so she went to California.
Okay.
Deci, motivul pentru care ea a plecat la California este nu că a vrut să ducă acolo, s-a dus acolo pentru că a știut că acest caz a fost dizolvat, revocat.
Her husband, Judge, retained us yesterday, and obviously Ms. Velku has every intention to deal with the case. She's not a flight risk. She's not going to just leave the jurisdiction if the court tells her she needs to stay in Arizona.
Totul a fost deținut el. Bineînțeles că dumneavoastră nu aveți nicio intenție de a părăsi. Aveți toate intențiile de a rămâne și de a vă ocupa, rezolva acest caz.
Because 4 kids from... My apologies, Judge.
Go ahead.
She has 4 kids that she's taking care of. and I'm not trying to in any way diminish the seriousness of the offense, but what I am urging the court to take into consideration is that the family has already spent money in investing in a private attorney. They're taking this very seriously. She's aware there are dire consequences. I don't think a $50,000 bond is going to make any difference than a $5,000 bond.
So, să luați în considerare că aveți 4 copii. Asta nu înseamnă că dânsul vrea ca să spună că nu este serios acest caz. Este foarte serios. Chiar dacă aveți 4, ce ați făcut, nu înseamnă că aveți o scuză că aveți 4 copii. Dar vrea să spună la tribunal că dumneavoastră luați în considerare serios această situație și că ați angajat deja un avocat personal pentru care deja ați făcut foarte multe cheltuieli. Deci luați această situație, cazul acesta, în seriozitate. Și nu crede că $50,000 bond are vreo schimbare sau dacă ar fi $5,000, ar fi același lucru pentru dumneavoastră, că tot l-ați luat în considerare.
So, Judge, I'm not asking for her release. I'm asking for a bond that is in place. I'm asking for $5,000 because I think she's not going to just flee the jurisdiction and she will deal with her case. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Nu. May I continue?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Deci nu cere acum ca să fiți eliberată, ceea ce cere avocatul dumneavoastră este nu să fie 50,000, să fie un bond de 5,000. Înțelegeți? $. Asta vrea dânsul ca să aducă la atenția judecătorului.
I'm going to make the following rulings and findings in this case.
Judecătorul a spus că fac următoarele reguli acum și în cazul acesta, determinările următoare.
I'm familiar with the procedural history. Pretrial services provided that to me.
Dânsul cunoaște, este familiar cu situațiile. Cei de la pre-proces le-au trimis și judecătorul le-a văzut.
I'm going to set this matter for arraignment on March 28th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court.
Deci o să aranjeze acum ca procesul să aibă loc pe 28 martie la Cortul Superior la 1:30.
I'm going to affirm the $50,000 bond.
Afirmă dânsul ca bondul să fie de $50,000.
And I am going to impose standard release conditions.
Și de asemenea o să pună niște condiții standard de eliberare.
Okay, ma'am, your court date is next Friday. If you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until your court date on Friday. Thank you for
Deci,
everybody.
doamnă tribunalul dumneavoastră,
The interpreter can go ahead.
deci bondul dumneavoastră, deci tribunalul dumneavoastră, doamnă, o să fie săptămâna viitoare pe 28. Dacă dumneavoastră plătiți bondul, o să fiți eliberată până atunci.
Everyone have a good day.
Toată lumea să aveți o zi frumoasă.
Mulțumesc, domnule.
And thank you to the
Thank you very
interpreter.
much.
Thank you to the interpreter.
Thank you for using our services. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Wonder which one will be next.
And Your Honor, looks like the Attorney General is also present for number 29. I don't know if you're gonna wait until that matter or if we can facilitate to bring that defendant sooner rather than the end of the calendar.
I don't really have a lot of control over how they bring them in. We can see what we can do and send a message, but they line them all up somewhere else and they just bring them in, so.
I'd appreciate that if it was possible, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, the person that's sitting there, can I have your name, please?
Aaron, I say how?
Did you hear what he said? Could you say your name a little slower, please?
Aaron, how?
Okay, sir, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a warrant for shoplifting. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes, sir.
Where would he be on the screen? Oh, there he is. Okay. All right, sir, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date. No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I'm going to set a $200 bond in your case and give you a new court date of the 24th, which is Monday. And I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to appoint Mr. Taylor to be your lawyer. So you're going to have court at 1 o'clock on Monday. And I'm going to appoint Mr. Taylor to be your lawyer. Do you have any questions for me, sir? And your bond is $200. If you post it and you're released on other charges, you'll be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until that day.
Okay.
Okay, good luck to you. And you have court on Monday, okay? You have a good day. Hi, can I have your name?
Warren Michael Canray.
Can you say it slower for me, please?
Warren Michael Canray.
So we're not doing the misdemeanors first. Okay, sir, you're here today on charges of organized retail theft, shoplifting, a warrant out of Superior Court. You failed to appear. The judge set your bond at $5,000. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
The state have a position?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is asking for the bond amount requested in the warrant, and that will be based on the defendant's ongoing criminal similar offenses history. He does have another pending case, and based on his criminal history of 3 prior convictions, he is facing prison and is also has a history of failing to appear.
Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, we'd ask that you consider this was a refiled matter, that on a case that was dismissed. And, so he wasn't aware that the case had been refiled, so he didn't know about the summons. He didn't get the summons, so he didn't know about the case.
I'm going to keep the bond at $5,000, set this matter for an arraignment on March 28th at 1:30 p.m. with standard release conditions. Additionally, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender in this matter. So, sir, your matter is going to be set for an arraignment on next Friday at 1:30 in Superior Court, and the public defender has been appointed to represent you. Do you have any questions, sir?
I don't believe so, no.
All right, good luck to you.
Is that gonna be transported?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or actually, I think it'll be on video.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Then model.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, and promoting prison contraband. Do you understand why you're here today? Does the state wish to be heard on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is asking for a $5,000 bond with pretrial service based on the nature of the offense. In addition, the defendant does have a DOC hold for a probation violation, and he has a significant criminal history.
Attorney for the defendant?
We'd ask to set a bond so he's getting time credit. He does have a parole hold.
Okay. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st at 1:30 p.m. In Justice Court, I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. If bond is posted, I'm going to order a release through pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Sir, your next court date will be April the 1st at 1:30 for a preliminary hearing. Good luck to you, okay?
Yep. That's your court approach. Okay, okay, you're done. He's done.
Your Honor, before we get started with the misdemeanors, could we get two that are for housing?
We'll do whatever order you say. Hi, what's your name?
Michael Anthony.
Which number would he be? Okay, sir, you're here today because you have warrant out of justice court for disorderly conduct, failure to appear, and assault. Then you have out of Tucson City Court. Do you understand why you're here today?
I'm sorry, can you say that again? I didn't think I got it all. Because it said I didn't know.
You have misdemeanor warrants out of justice court for disorderly conduct, failure to appear, and assault. You also have warrants or you also have new charges out of city court.
Oh.
Understand why you're here today?
Sir, those charges, the disorderly conduct or whatever those, the first one was, they got dismissed in court. They were dismissed.
Okay, well, you still have a warrant for them, so I'm not the judge from that court. I'm just telling you why you're here today.
Okay, yes, sir, I understand.
All right, I am going to release you on this charge and give you a new court date on the felony or the justice court cases of April the 1st. And that will be at 9:30 in the morning. So you'll need to appear at that time or another warrant will issue. If you believe the charges were dismissed, you might want to go over to the court to talk to them about that.
Yeah, I'll do that today, sir.
I don't think it's open today. I believe today's Saturday.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
And then let's go on to your cases for Tucson City Court. You have a disorderly conduct case, a criminal damage case. I'm going to release you on those charges and give you a new court date of April the 22nd.
Okay.
In Tucson City Court with Judge Millian, you need to appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, commit no acts of domestic violence. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Joshua Freddie Madrid.
Can somebody tell me what number that would be? Madrid?
Number 22, Your Honor.
Okay. Where would that be? Thank you. Mr. Madrid, you're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
I'm not why, Your Honor. I was I was asleep when the officers arrived. I just didn't understand what really happened.
Okay. All right, does the attorney for the state have something to say?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a $1,000, a $1,500 bond with pretrial service. That's for time credit. In addition, we do also request a step court hearing to be scheduled. The defendant is currently also on probation on a separate matter. In addition, he just ended another probation. So based on that nature that he's committed new offenses while on probation, that's the state's recommendation.
Attorney for the defendant?
It doesn't look like he has a probation hold at this time. So we've asked that you release him to trial services and give him a steps hearing.
Thank you. I'm going to set a $1,500 bond. Set of steps hearings on the 31st, a preliminary hearing on the 1st. Standard release conditions will apply, including if released through pretrial services. Good luck to you, sir. Your attorney will explain the diversion program. If you complete it, it could result in the dismissal of the cases. Okay?
Yeah. So if you don't post the bond, they'll bring you to steps, or you'll have a steps court hearing on March 31st.
Stay here till the 31st, just for.
Especially
hard.
unless you post the bond.
I can't talk to the child services.
You have to post the bond and you'll be placed on pretrial services.
I just don't understand why I'm being out for just sitting in front of my.
Okay, well, you weren't charged for sitting in the house, you were charged for possession.
Gosh.
Okay, so that's it. You'll talk to them. Okay.
Hey, get up the floor. Get up off the floor. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Get up off the floor. All right, guys, get up. Come up these steps over here.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Jesus, Ramon Minority here.
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Just
You're here today charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here today?
yes, I'm sorry, Judge. I drank last night. Not even sure. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date on April the 1st at 10 a.m. in Justice Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. So you're going to be released and your new court date is on April the 1st, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Kyle Hoffman.
Okay, sir, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of shoplifting out of Justice Court, and then you have some cases out of the city of Tucson. On your Justice Court cases, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of April the 1st in Justice Court at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you.
Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. All right, let's go on to your Tucson City cases now. I'm going to release you on your Tucson City cases and give you a new court date of April the 22nd at 9:30 in Tucson City Court. If you fail to appear on these court hearings, a warrant will issue for your arrest and you'll be back in custody. Do you understand that?
Thank you.
Okay, you'll get some paperwork. Make sure you make your next court date, all right?
All right, thank you, Judge.
You have a good day.
Thanks. Too.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Merrily,
Okay, which number would that be? It's 7? Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here today?
I do.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date on April the 1st in Justice Court with Judge Foreman. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property, you can return once with police to get your property. So you are being released, and good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good day.
What's up?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yolanda Acosta.
Still never figured this out. Is this the one that got dismissed? Right? Is this the one that got dismissed? Okay. You're here today on a number of charges, including criminal trespass, failure to appear, theft. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of April the 22nd at 9:30 a.m. in Tucson City Court. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you.
Hi, can I have your name?
Antoine Ennis. Oh, excuse me.
Just be number one of these. Okay, sir, you're here today on charges of criminal damage, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of April the 22nd at 1:30 with Judge Million. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with police to get that property. Okay, so you're being released.
Can I just activate my sentence and just do my time, if you don't mind? Like, can we go about it like that? Respectfully.
I didn't hear what you said, but I am releasing you.
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a good day. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Daniel Baldwin, Erikson.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with assault, disorderly conduct, criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today?
No, I do not, actually.
You also have a warrant for your arrest as well for similar charges. I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of April the 22nd with Judge Million at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property. So you are being released. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Derek.
Can I have your name, please?
Derek Fry.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on multiple warrants out of Tucson City Court. What I'm going to do is set your bond at $200 and give you a new court date of April the 1st. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. If you post the bond, your new court date will be the 23rd of April in Tucson City Court. So your total bond is $200 and your new court date is April the 1st. Do you understand? Okay, good luck to you.
Jenny.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
David Jenny.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest on domestic violence cases or new charges of domestic violence. You also have a warrant for paraphernalia out of justice court. I'm going to release you from custody, give you a new court date of April the 22nd with standard release conditions, including no contact with any victim. So your new court date's going to be 1:30 on the 22nd of April, okay? But you're being released.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. Johnson. All right.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Eric Matthew Johnson.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on new charges of DUI, criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today?
I'm unsure. Criminal damage, is that from the parking lot up in the other car?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know I'm here.
All right, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of April the 22nd at 2 PM in Tucson City Court with Judge Mayhew. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol. Good luck to you.
All right. That's fine. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
All right. Hello.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Marco Lucero.
108 or number 8? All right, sir, you're here today because you have just the counsel for the defendant want me to read the charges.
I'll waive reading.
All right, does the county attorney have a position on release on this matter?
Your Honor, the state is recommending a bond of $7,000 with pretrial service based on the history of similar noncompliance. He has 6 prior convictions, ongoing criminal history. In addition, the defendant has a warrant for failing to appear in a different jurisdiction.
Attorney for the defendant.
It appears he's been homeless for the past year, but they did contact his sister, who indicated that, he may use her address to live at, and she's willing to, assist him with his court obligations.
Okay. I'm going to release you, sir, and set your matter for a preliminary hearing on April 11th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to release you through pretrial services. You must appear and follow their orders. Also, you have a case out of Tucson City Court. I'm going to release you on that and set the matter for April the 28th at 9 a.m. So you're going to be released on all your cases, sir. You must appear at your future court hearings. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Your Honor, you want to respect because
All right.
Mario Chipel.
What number is he? We still have the interpreter with us?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Okay, sir, can I have your name, please?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre completo?
Jorge Mario Chipel Chivala.
Jorge Mario Chipel Chavarrain.
Sir, you have a charges of DUI, criminal speeding, and some other charges.
A usted se le está acusando por conducir bajo la influencia, por ir a una velocidad criminal y otras acusaciones.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date at 9:30 a.m. on April the 24th.
Lo voy a dejar en libertad y le voy a dar otra fecha donde usted se va a tener que presentar ante otro juez. Va a ser el 24 de abril a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
That's in.
Your Honor, just to advise you, he does have an ICE hold.
I'm still gonna release them. They'll have to deal with that. Sir, if you're in the country at that time, you need to, and you're out of custody, you need to return to court.
Usted tiene una detención por parte de inmigración, entonces el juez de todas maneras va a ordenar que usted pueda salir en libertad. Si usted se encuentra dentro del país, usted se tiene que presentar para esa fecha, ¿ok?
Okay.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Madness.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Buenos días, ¿cuál es su nombre completo?
Zaira Manuela Méndez Zelaya.
Zaira Manuela Méndez Alaya.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel.
Yo soy el juez Hazel.
You're here today charged with assault.
Usted está aquí por una acusación de agresión.
I'm going to release you.
Voy a dejarla en libertad.
I'm going to give you a new court date of April
Le voy a dar
2nd.
April 22nd, you said, Your Honor.
Yes.
Le voy a dar otra fecha de corte donde usted se tiene que presentar el 22 de abril.
You must appear in Tucson City Court at that time.
Usted se tiene que presentar en el juzgado de la ciudad de Tucson ese día.
Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta para mí?
No.
No.
Okay, good luck to you then.
Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
He's done.
Okay.
Can the jail tell us if we have any more Spanish speakers?
We don't have any more Spanish speakers, do we?
No.
No.
Your Honor.
Okay, the interpreter can be excused then. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. You.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Martinez.
Hi.
Good morning.
Somewhere else other than the rest.
You're charged with, you have charges of resisting arrest and aggravated assault and then misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a $5,000 bond with pretrial service based on the nature of the offense, the class of the victims who were officers responding to the domestic violence matter where the defendant has a order of protection. For those reasons, Your Honor, the state is recommending the bond. I do acknowledge she has no criminal history, but it's just the nature of the offense.
Attorney for the defendant?
She doesn't have any felony criminal history. And she would find somewhere else to stay if ordered. It appears she's disabled.
Okay. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000, set this matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st on the felony charges with standard release conditions, appoint the office of the public defender. She also has charges out of Green Valley Justice Court. I'm going to give her a new court date of April the 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to release her on those charges with standard release conditions. Good luck, ma'am. Your next court date is April the 1st.
Thank you, sir.
They post on.
Bailey.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
My name is Kenneth Bailey.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. We're here today on your cases. You have a charge of aggravated DUI. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
State have a position on this matter?
The state is recommending a bond, Your Honor, of $5,000 with pretrial service, and that will be based on the risk to the community the defendant exposed while he's driving under the influence. And the concern at most is the continued risk to the minor that was in the vehicle.
State have, our defense have a position?
Yes, we'd ask that you release him to the supervision of pretrial services. He has no prior felony criminal history and no prior any DUIs. He has a valid license and he indicates he is working.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you and set your matter for preliminary hearing on April 11th at 1:30 p.m. with standard conditions with the supervision by pretrial services. Conditions include no alcohol, no firearms, no weapons. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You must appear in court on April 11th. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Edward Barnes.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with aggravated assault, shooting off a firearm within city limits and endangerment. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
They have a position on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a bond of $30,000 with pretrial service based on the nature of the offense, a weapon being discharged. In addition, the victim did sustain injuries. The number of cartridges law enforcement located at the residence, it's rather a concern as well. He discharged the weapon from 7 to 10 times. There's also a high risk with the Form 4C. The defendant is facing mandatory prison based on the nature of the offense.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
He has no prior felony arrest history, no prior misdemeanor domestic violence victims. It appears he can stay with his brother. Can live there. He will help provide to his court obligations.
Thank you. I'm going to set the bond on at $10,000 cash secured with release through pretrial bond is posted. Setting the matter for preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Standard conditions of release will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no firearms, no weapons. If you have any weapons, they must be surrendered to law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
So your next court date is April the 1st. If you post the bond, you must appear then. If you don't, then you'll be transported to court for that hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You don't post it on. Okay, it's a lot.
Hold on. We'll have a seat. You can take your arms out of your shirt. Off.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Dominic Camacho.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on two things. One is charges of possession of narcotic drug, and then the other one is theft and aggravated shoplifting. What's the state's position on the aggravated shoplifting charge?
The state is recommending a bond of $20,000 with pretrial service in lieu of no bond. The defendant committed this an offense while on release on a separate matter, similar offenses. The main concern, Your Honor, is the amount of instances the defendant target this local business. Based on his criminal history, the dates and offenses, and the theft history, the recommendation is $20,000.
What did defense counsel like to say about the theft charges?
Well, the state could ask for no bond given his
Sure.
status with a pending case. So, but aside from that, he's living with his girlfriend. And she can help him with court.
All right, I'm gonna set a $10,000 bond, set the matter, and that's cash secured, set that matter for preliminary hearing on April the 1st at 1:30. Standard release conditions will apply. Let's go on to his other charge. The other charge is possession of narcotic drug. What is the state's position on that matter?
Your Honor, in lieu of no bond, the city is also recommending a bond of $3,500 with pretrial service. We also are recommending a steps court hearing, and again, this offense was also committed while on release on a separate matter.
Attorney for the defendant.
Same information. They could ask for no bonds, but we've asked you to set up those steps hearing to see if he is eligible for the division program.
What I'm gonna do is set the bond at $1,000 in this matter, cash secured with pretrial services if posted. Set the matter for a steps hearing on the 31st and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on the 1st. So your attorney will explain to you the steps process that could result in the dismissal of that charge. But on your two cases, you have case court on April the 1st, your total bond is $11,000. Good luck to you.
Two cases, so I'll get you two separate.
Nicole?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Nicole Cameron.
Okay. It looks like there's a note in here that the state wants this one dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, your case is being dismissed and you're going to be released then, okay?
Okay,
Good luck to you.
thank you.
If they released on this, I don't know if we've had some warrants out. We have to release. You got too many cases.
Well, ask them.
I don't know to know. So you're not being seen, she's not being seen on the warrants, correct, Your Honor?
No.
Okay, so you're not being seen on the warrants. We have two warrants out
Well, I'm being released today.
on this charge. I don't know if they're gonna be just on the other charges.
What do you mean?
There's warrants out for your arrest.
Go out there, have a seat.
Chavez, Sarah.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Sarah Chavez.
Okay, you're here today on felony charges of possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
You also have some warrants out of the city of Tucson. What's the state's position on this case?
The state is asking for a $1,500 bond with pretrial service, Your Honor. When I reviewed the recommendation, I didn't have the report, and I do see she's currently also on release for a separate diversion case and also on probation for a misdemeanor, seems like, and based on her failure to comply and fail to comply with court orders, in addition, fail to appear, a bond is appropriate.
Okay, and it says she's steps eligible. What is your position on that?
I agree, Your Honor. The state is recommending a steps court hearing.
Attorney for the defendant?
It looks like she is enrolled in steps on a previous case, and that she doesn't have a hold right now. I guess it would depend on whether you're gonna hold her on her misdemeanor. If you're not, we'd ask that you release her to pretrial services supervision.
I'm going to hold her on this matter and set bond in the amount of $2,000 with standard conditions. Steps hearing on the 31st and preliminary hearing on the 1st. I'm appointing the public defender with standard release conditions. Let's take a look at the misdemeanor charges now then. She has a warrant out of Tucson City on domestic violence cases. I'm going to set this matter, I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $200 and set the matter for April the 9th at 1:30 with standard release conditions. This case is assigned to Judge Million. So ma'am, you'll have court on the 31st, the 1st, and April the 9th then.
Are you appointing the city public defender?
Yes, I am. On any case that a person's held on, I always appoint the public defender. Thank you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
But
This is Ambrose. This is still, is Ambrose Cook the one with the Attorney General on it? Hi, can I have your name, please?
Ambrose Cook.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on aggravated DUI charges, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. It looks like you have a warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court.
Yeah, I had a way out there.
Okay. State have a position?
The out-of-county warrant, the state will submit to the recommendation about the warrant.
Okay. Attorney for the defendant?
It appears it's a 2021 case and he hasn't previously been arrested in the case. He indicates that he's employed full-time.
Yes.
All right, well,
Last,
I'm gonna affirm.
his last conviction was
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said his last conviction was in 2014.
Okay, I'm gonna affirm the $5,000 bond out of Pinal County, direct that they pick him up. If he's not picked up by April 22nd, I'll direct that he be released. Sir, you'll be taken to court in Pinal County. You'll see a judge like myself. That judge will appoint an attorney to represent you and give you a new court date, okay?
All right.
Good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Brian Keith Cook.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You have warrants out of the city of Tucson, but you have felony charges of possession of dangerous drugs. The state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state is recommending a $1,500 bond with pretrial service with the state steps courts hearing, and that's based on the significant amount of failed to appear warrants. In addition, the defendant has 11 prior convictions.
Defense position?
We'd ask that you release him to supervision of pretrial services, given the nature of the offense.
Okay, and are the parties asking for a steps hearing and the probation says he's steps eligible?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, on the felony charges, I'm going to release you, sir, and give you a preliminary hearing on May the 6th, a steps hearing on March the 31st. So you will
Yes, sir.
release on your felony charges. Let's take a look at your misdemeanor charges. Looks like you have warrants for failure to appear and trespassing. Judge Hale, I'm going to release you on these charges and give you a new court date of April the 23rd.
Yes, sir.
Must appear at your future court hearings or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
What time is that hearing?
10 a.m.
You need to be in court on March 31st for the groups the chance to participate in the devotion program.
Yes.
Okay?
Mhm. Thank you.
so
Can I have your name, please?
Sorry, Alberto Durazno.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on felony drug charges of possession of narcotic drugs and then a misdemeanor DUI. Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state recommends release to pretrial service with the steps court hearing.
Defense have a position?
No objection.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you on your felony and give you a new court date of a steps hearing on March the 31st at 9 a.m. A preliminary hearing on May the 6th with standard release conditions. So on your felony matter, you're being released. Let's look at your other case. Your other case is a misdemeanor DUI. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date with standard conditions with Judge Foreman on April 1st at 9 a.m. in Justice Court. So you're being released on all of your cases. Do you understand?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
In court on March 31st to the steps, because otherwise you might not be eligible for diversion. Right?
Gatlin.
I have a question for you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Vanessa Gatlin.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia on a felony. You have warrants out of Tucson City Court. State have a position on this matter?
At this time, Your Honor, the state will move to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay, ma'am, on your felony matters, I'm dismissing your case.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about your misdemeanor charges in just a moment.
Okay.
Then the state is dismissing your new charges. However, I need to remind you that you already have a court date in Tucson City Court on April 8th at 9:30 a.m. in courtroom 6. So you must still appear in Tucson City Court at that time. Do you understand?
I do.
All right, good luck to you.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Your Honors.
Hi, what's your name?
Ces Gara Jr.
You have charges. You have two different new charges: possession of dangerous drugs for sale, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drug for sale, and possession of narcotic drugs, possession of a firearm during a narcotic offense, prohibited possessor. What's the state's two positions on these cases, or what's the position on these two cases? I'm sorry.
As to the counts involving the drugs and the weapons, for personal possession and the weapons during the drug offense, the state is recommending a bond of $10,000 with pretrial service. I'll note there are multiple offenses, different dates as to this case and the other one that is forthcoming in it as well. The defendant has one prior conviction. In addition, for the sales case, based on the nature of the offense, also involving the other recommendation that also involves a separate dates, the state is recommending a $5,000 bond pretrial services for that other matter.
All right. Recommendation of the defense counsel, please.
It appears that although he has been homeless, he can stay with his mother and she will help him with his court proceedings. I'm not sure he's a prohibited possessor because of his prior conviction. There's one prior conviction, and I believe that under the law the way it is now, he won't be a prohibited possessor, but they can litigate that part in court
Okay, thank you. What I'm going to do is set a bond of $2,500 on each case for a total bond of $5,000. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender with standard release conditions. That'll be a cash secured bond. If bond is posted, released through pretrial. Again, the preliminary hearing is going to be on April 1st. So, sir, on both of your cases, you have court on April the 1st. Your total bond is in the amount of $5,000.
Is that what is that like just cash or is it?
Either one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Have a good day.
Morning, Your Honor.
Hi, how are you today?
Oh, thank you.
What is your name?
Christopher George LaPlante II.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of sale of narcotic drugs. Do you understand why you're here today? Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the defendant is currently released on a separate matter in lieu of no bond. The state is recommending a $75,000 bond with pretrial service based on the inherent nature of the offense and also the risk to the general community and also the end results that took place based on the defendant's sales.
Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, he is a lifelong resident and he has a place to stay. In addition, the state could ask for no bond, so we acknowledge that.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $20,000 and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Standard release conditions will apply. I'm also appointing the Office of the Public Defender in this matter. So, sir, your new court date is April the 1st. If you post the bond, you will be released supervised by pretrial. If you don't post the bond, you'll have court on that day, okay? Good luck to you.
Martinez.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Jaime Martinez?
You're here today on a charge of felony DUI. Does the state have a position on release in this matter?
As Your Honor, the state is recommending a $10,000 bond with pretrial service that will be based on the defendant's criminal history, but also the defendant is currently on a warrant status for a misdemeanor DUI. Now is before the court with an aggravated DUI.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
He's got ties to Tucson and he's employed full time. Other than that, we rely on the information in the report.
Yeah, I'm going to set a secured cash bond in the amount of $2,500 that the pretrial, if released, he posts the bond through pretrial services then. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply. Sir, your next court date is April the 1st. Your bond is $2,500. If you post it, you will be released. Otherwise, you must appear. Otherwise, you'll be transported to court for your next hearing. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Just this morning.
Can I have your name, please, ma'am?
Jessica Morales.
Judge Hazel, you're here today on 2 counts of aggravated DUI. You failed to appear for an arraignment in Superior Court. When you failed to appear, the judge issued a warrant for you in the amount of $1,000.
Yes, Your Honor. I was in treatment and I called pretrial services and I talked to Lyman Graham and I set up I have an appointment with him on Monday at 2:00 because I was in treatment and I have all my paperwork stating it's over at my mom's house. I have all like when I was submitted and when I got released.
What's the state's position?
Your Honor, seeing that she has prior DUI in both misdemeanors and a felony that she was terminated unsuccessful, also noting that she failed to appear in multiple hearings where the arraignment was continuing and she still failed to appear, the state requests a bond recommendation. Your Honor.
No, I was, I am trying to get home. That's why I went to treatment. And this was like the DUI was from sorry. I'm sorry.
It sounds like she did make contact with someone at pretrial services. This was a refiled case, so I'm not sure when she found out about the case, but it does sound like she's taken some action to resolve the issue.
Thank you. I'm going to affirm the bond amount of $1,000 set by Superior Court. I'm going to set the matter for an arraignment on the 28th at 1:30 p.m. Ma'am, if you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until next week when you have your arraignment. If you are released, though, you must appear in court. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, and I'm setting standard release conditions.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Needle?
Can I have your name, please?
Isah.
Okay, you're here today on multiple cases. You have a warrant out of Superior Court for your arrest for aggravated assault. The bond in that matter was set at $1,000. Then you have a charge of burglary, prison contraband, and you have some misdemeanor cases out of Superior or Justice Court and City Court. The state have a position first on the felony matter, the Superior Court warrant.
Yes, Your Honor, the state is asking for the court to impose the bond requested on the warrant. She has a significant history of failing to appear in both felonies and misdemeanors.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, it appears that she's been homeless for a little while, but that may be why she missed her court date.
Okay, on the Superior Court matter, I'm going to set her bond in the amount of $1,000 as requested by Superior Court. Appoint counsel to represent her. Standard release conditions. The counsel will be public defender. And that'll be a cash secured bond. And if posted, she will be released through pretrial services. Then she has new charges of burglary, prison contraband, possession of drug paraphernalia out of Justice Court. The state have a position on those charges?
Yes, Your Honor, noting that she had that other pending matter pending while she committed these offenses. She was previously released to pretrial service. She failed to maintain contact The state is asking for a $3,000 bond with pretrial service.
Attorney for the defendant on that charge?
Judge, they could hold her without bond because she's got a pending case. So, we have nothing to add to that.
Yeah, on that charge, I'll set the bond at $2,000. The standard conditions, appoint the public defender. Now let's go through your other cases, ma'am. You have warrants on misdemeanors out of justice court. On each of those, I'm going to appoint Anna Dennis to be your lawyer. I'm going to set those for a hearing on Monday, the 24th at 1 o'clock. On all of those cases, I'm going to set your bond at $100. So on all four, bond will be $100. So right now, your total bond is, before we get to the city court cases, your total bond is $4,400. Let me get to your city court cases here in just a second. Okay, let's look at your city court warrants now. You have some warrants with Judge Crenshaw. What I'm going to do on the city court warrants, I'm going to set your bond at $100 so that you get credit for being in custody. I'm going to set the matter for the video review on April the 1st at 1:45 p.m. If you are released, you must appear on April the 28th at 2 p.m. And I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you on these Tucson City cases. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Judge Gatlin.
Roll.
Can I have your name, please?
That's my Anthony Jr.
Okay, you're here today on charges of criminal damage and possession of dangerous drugs. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending as to the criminal damage count, a bond of $2,500 with pretrial service. That's based on the defendant's criminal history, the damage that was done on the victim's vehicle. Defendant also does have a history of absconding and probation revocations. And as to the personal possession matter, Your Honor, at this time, the state will move to dismiss.
Did you say the state's dismissing the other charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you very well. Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, you don't have any information other than what's in the report.
Okay, I'm going to, on the criminal damage matter, I am going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured with the release for pretrial if the bond is posted on standard release conditions. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender. I'm going to set that matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st at 1 p.m. And then I will go ahead and dismiss the other case at the request of the state. So, sir, your total bond is the amount of $2,500. And the drug charges are being dismissed. Your new court date is April the 1st. Good luck to you, okay?
No, you get the post about it. Okay.
All right. Solid.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Solid, Hamid Solid.
You're here today on charges of organized retail theft and shoplifting and theft. You also have a warrant out at Tucson City Court.
Judge, this is Sella, not Barley.
I thought it was Barley. I'm sorry. Sir, you're here today on charges of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence. The state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, it is recommending a bond. The recommendation was completed before the pretrial service report was made available. I do see that he has significant criminal history, significant pending warrants, also one prior conviction. The state is recommending a $1,000 bond with pretrial service if bond is posted. And because there is the additional charges outside of the narcotic drugs as well, the state is not recommending steps courts.
The state is or is not?
It's not, Your Honor.
All right. Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, it appears currently homeless, unemployed, so he won't be able to repost a bond. Because his one prior was a drug case and it was from 2018.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Appoint counsel, public defender, if bond is posted, released through pretrial services. So, sir, on your felony matter, your new court date is going to be April the 1st. Let's take a look at your Tucson City cases. Looks like you have 3 files out of the city of Tucson. Those are theft and shoplifting charges. I'm going to, also you have a petition to revoke filed, which I am going to advise you of. State has filed a petition to revoke. And we're going to set this matter on the 27th. I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $200 on your city court cases. And I am appointing the office of the public defender. So you're going to have court, sir, on the 21st, 27th, and the April the 1st.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, sir. I think I saw him kept out when he was all over the place. Hi, can I have your name?
Gator Barley.
Is this Mr. Parley? Are you Mr. Parley?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
Are you on?
You're here today on charges of organized retail theft, shoplifting and theft, and you also have a warrant out at Tucson City Court. And it looks like a new charge out of Tucson City Court. The state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a $10,000 bond with pretrial service that will be based on the theft history, the nature of the offense before the court involving multiple dates, In addition, the defendant does have a history of failing to comply with court orders, as he has 2 active warrants, and he also has a criminal history.
Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, he has been living here for 3 years. And otherwise, we rely on the information in the report.
Okay. On the felony matter, I am going to set the bond at $10,000, set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Bond is posted, he'll be released through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender on this matter.
So does that have to do with the other thing that they brought up that I talked to the detective about, or?
So you can talk to your attorney about that on your Tucson City court case. I am going to set your bond in the amount of $200, give you a new court date on April the 1st as well, and appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you on that case.
What time is that hearing?
1:45.
For information to talk to your lawyer about top.
Santos?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Erikson for Ces Gara.
You're here today on charges of theft of a means of transportation, operating a chop shop, possession of narcotic drugs for sale. State have a position on release on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, this is an Attorney General case. The state's requesting a $50,000 bond in this case. I'll note that the defendant has criminal history, including attempt to operate a chop shop in 2008, as well as theft of means in 2020, Judge. Also, the defendant has been previously indicted for homicide. That arose out of a theft of means, and the defendant's accomplice was killed during those events. Judge, here we have the defendant having recently been released from prison on those charges I just discussed. His place of residence had numerous vehicles that were stolen. Based on the defendant's criminal history, Judge, the defendant's prior failures to appear, and the risk to reoffend, the state's requesting a $50,000 bond.
Okay, thank you. State defense have a position?
He's been a resident of Tucson for 20 years. He does have a place to stay, and he wasn't convicted, whatever the murder charge was, he was convicted of theft of means of transportation, not anything related to murder.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set the bond at $20,000 cash secured if released through pretrial services. Set the matter for preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Standard release conditions will apply in this case. Sir, your next court date is April the 1st. If you pay the $20,000 bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until your next court date. Good luck to you, sir.
Vargas.
Where's that? Vargas is 30th. Jensen's paperwork is in there.
It's Jensen, Your Honor.
Can I have your name, please?
Arlene Jensen.
Okay, all right. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. State have a position on this matter?
I'm sorry, did she said her name was Erin Jensen?
Yeah.
Jennings?
She has all.
Chelsea Arlene Jensen.
Is it also known as Vargas?
I was married to that, yeah.
Okay, so
Got it in there.
it's the Vargas case.
I am Jensen.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The city is recommending release to pretrial service with the steps courts hearing, Your Honor.
Defense position?
No objection.
Like a version of the, I'm third.
And I'm gonna release you and give you a new steps hearing on the 31st of March and a preliminary hearing on May the 6th. You must appear on the dates that you're ordered, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay, good luck to you.
please, yes.
So you have to be in March 31st. Might lose a chance to be in the diversion program. Okay, so that's really important. Okay,
There.
yes.
So what do I say now? Okay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Michael Vicari.
You're here today because you have a warrant out of Superior Court for possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, drug paraphernalia, and then you have new charges of possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. It looks like you also have a Tucson City case. State have a position in this matter?
As Your Honor, for the pending matter on the warrant, the state is recommending and requesting the warrant amount of $500 with pretrial service. As to the new case, Your Honor, because the defendant is before the court, while he was on warrant status for similar related offenses, the state is recommending on the new case a bond of $3,000 with pretrial service. Also recommending a steps court hearing for the new case. That's considering the defendant actually did commit the second offense while on release and on a warrant status for similar offenses and a history of failing to comply.
Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, his ties to the community. He's lived here for about 6 years, and he indicates that he's employed full time.
Okay, on the Superior Court warrant, if the Superior Court warrant, I'm going to affirm the prior bond in the amount of $500. Set the matter for a preliminary, or not, I'm sorry, arraignment on the 28th. Appoint the Office of the Public Defender with standard release conditions. On the new charges, I'm going to set the matter for a steps hearing on the 31st. I'm going to set a cash bond or cash secured bond in the amount of $1,000. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 1st. Appoint the Office of the Public Defender in that matter with standard release conditions. So far, sir, on your non-Tucson City Court cases, your bond is in the amount of $1,500.
Okay.
Let's go on to your Tucson City case now. Looks like you have a new charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to set this matter for a non-transport review on May the 16th. At 1:45 p.m., I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you on that matter. So when you're released on your felony matters, you want to get a hold of Tucson City Court, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Is there anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything further